that the secondary organizations have emerged, like the United Nations, etc. And the G20 is the principal organization in the economic realm. It's not covered. Its need was felt because the United Nations system, although it has the World Bank, the IMF, the WTO, looking at different parts of the economic affairs of the world, was seen as to be inadequate. Those institutions were seen to be inadequate in the context of managing and thinking about the way the global economic system can stay together, interact, remain stable in times of crisis. What was the crisis that drove this creation of the G20? The crisis was in 97, 98, 99. A series of financial crises emerged in the world, beginning with Mexico, then spreading to Russia, then spreading to East Asia, like Thailand and Korea. Lots of the East Asian countries were all caught up in a huge financial crisis that led to massive inflation, collapse of their currencies, the result of which trade was affected, huge job losses took place. And therefore, financial crisis of this type, leading to a general economic crisis in an increasingly interdependent world and increasingly globalized world, and the globalization process actually had picked up very significantly, as you know, after the Cold War, because Russia collapsed and the entire Eastern Europe and Russian markets were also opened up, and Chinese reforms around the same time, when the Cold War ended, also had opened up the Chinese market. It was around the same time that India started opening up its own market. As you know, 1991 was also the beginning of liberalization of the Indian economy. So in a way, you have these major countries suddenly opening up their markets. And along with the end of the Cold War, therefore many African states, many Latin American states, etc., are now to adjust to this new reality where the Soviet Union was no more there. And therefore the Soviet factor and the Cold War balance had collapsed. And therefore the American ideas regarding what should be the nature of the world economy and these two principal aims of the United States policy at this point in time, one being in the economic realm of called globalization, a rapid expansion of global markets, global companies, multi-transnational companies to capture new markets, and concurrently the rapid movement of goods and services across the world became a driving factor of shaping the new realities of the world, this trade system, economic system, etc. The second was the effort to democratize the world in the shape of a liberal order that was in keeping with this globalization process. So the promotion of democracy and the promotion of globalization became the two-pronged thrust of the Clinton administration post-1992 onwards. So these two forces have themselves, of course, undergone changes in the last 30 years, but nonetheless, they have deeply shaped the current order in which we live, which is deeply integrated global financial, trading, investment systems whereby countries don't have to really produce everything themselves. They can locate their industries, their multinational corporations, the big corporations, can locate their industry in any country which is suitable for production at a low cost, because labor costs in the developed countries are higher. Produce it in any other country where the costs are lower, risks are low, wages are low, and it is easy, the logistics are easy, so that the goods can be easily traded and transported from one place to the other. So this combination of factors really has shaped the nature of the current geography, economic geography, and the geopolitics of the world. China seized this opportunity in a very big way and opened up its market in a selective manner to attract manufacturing from the United States and Europe and Japan and Korea that had become more expensive, in order to create China as the center where this manufacturing would take place. That's how China became the manufacturer hub of the world. Now, why I'm saying all this is because the 97-99 crisis that hit the world is deeply entwined with this process of globalization. This, once a currency suddenly, because stock markets open up, and once these large investors from the West or in the other countries, now wealth funds, etc., that invest in your stock market, suddenly decide this is the right time to withdraw the money because I made enough profit, and there probably is a crisis coming, or the stock market may decline. Suddenly withdraws a very huge amount of funds. Immediately that withdrawal will lead to the stock market going down very rapidly. I mean, what was being circumspect, or what was possible or probable, now becomes certain if you suddenly withdraw a huge amount of money.